Hi, this is Fumichika, customer support from OpenLM. Please call me Fumi. Today, I would like to introduce how to install identity service. And then please note that you have to use all components compatible with the 21.05. And then you can install the identity service. And then please note that the identity service uses your own database. So you have to create the empty database in MariaDB or MySQL or MS SQL. Now I'm going to create the database in MySQL. I will name it like identity. Then please use your collation like a UTF-8, UTF-8 MV4, and then you have to use a binary. Please note that if you use the case sensitives like such as CS and AS, it should be okay. Now, empty database was created. So I'm going to start to install the identity service now. Please note that you will get the temporary password to login identity service. Admin and the admin123 exclamation mark. And then it will pop up the DB creation script. Before that, I mean like a configuration tool, sorry. And then you will choose the database you created. So in my case, MySQL, and then put all details in here, including my account. Test connection successful, and then approve it. Then the default port is 5000, but you can choose the port number which is not in use between that number specified in the CMD. And then upgrade script, not upgrade script, like a database creation script will be run. Then it's done. Okay. So now it will prompt you to put the temporary account. So before that, you can create the shortcut, but maybe better to create the shortcut after logging in. Yeah, but it's okay. You can create a shortcut. It's convenient. And then put the temporary password like admin123 exclamation mark. And then you can change it to your own password here. And then log in as the account you created. So now you can log into the identity service. And then please note that the URL is using their default port 5000 and FQDN. And then please check the database. All empty tables are created. And then go to the settings tab and then security configuration tab. Yeah. Then it's turned off. Authentication is turned off. In this state, in this mode, any user can access to the OpenLM server, DSS, report scheduler. They can receive report scheduler. ServiceNow synchronization is okay. But if you turn on this authentication, the user only logged in the identity service can access to the OpenM server, easy admin interface, DSS interface, and then receive the report scheduler email, and then can do the synchronization of service now. So please be careful with this toggle switch. Now it's not now it's an unsecured mode, so you can log in without any account. In this case, you see the user logged in. It's not actually logged in, but the OpenLM user, general user, and then there's no logout button. There's no logout button. In this case, you can open up the DSS UI as well freely. Yeah. So now we are going to enable the authentication security. So you have to put the FQDN and then port number here. It's recommended to use FQDN. And then OpenM server is a 5015, and then DSS is a 7026. This FQDN should be matched with the app settings file or property files for each component. And then report scheduler, you use 8888. The service now is 5005. Then save it. So this will automatically override app setting file and then property file with a secret key or client ID. So we are enabling the security now. So in order to reload those app setting file and the property file, you have to restart each component here. This is very important. Restarting Open Server, report scheduler, DSS, and then ServiceNow as well. Maybe finally the identity service as well. Now, if I try to open up the OpenLM server, it may ask you to put the account here to log in. So you put the admin and then your password. Now, in the easy admin interface, you see, I mean, like, yeah, there's a admin. Instead of OpenM user, it's admin, and then log out button as well. And then DSS UI, you can log in because you once logged in already, but please check it's logged in as admin. So, okay, sorry. Talking about the OpenLM Server UI, DSS UI report scheduler service now, in here you can set the security on it. But talking about broker, router, DSA, and then application manager, you have to go to set the security in the easy admin system and security and then authorization. We will do it broker first. Then now you can get the client ID and the secret key, and then you can download it as a JSON file, JSON authorization file. So you can download it. Then you have to import that or JSON file, that information in the interface of broker configuration tool. Here you have the import button, then import it. This is importing the client ID and the secret key. Then test connection successful, and then apply, and then restart. You have to do it. You have to do the same thing to other broker as well. Now it's green, but if you don't do this importing JSON file authorization file things, this will turn into red. The connection will be disconnected. So you have to import the JSON authorization file. Because the security is enabled by identity service, so you have to do this. You have to import the JSON file. And then other components, DSA, uh, the logic is the same, but different way of importing. We will do the DSA now. If you don't do this for DSA, yeah, you cannot synchronize LDAP. So please be careful. Then download the JSON file and then put it into the folder of DSA installation folder, uh, directly under the DSA folder. Then should be okay. But please note that you have to restart the old component after importing the JSON file. And then talking about router, we are going to discontinue router. Maybe at the end of this year we will discontinue the router, but the logic is the same. And then application manager, the compatible version with the 21.05 is not coming yet, but we will going to release soon, I think. But the method is they have got the change password part 5, and then from that interface you can import a JSON authorization file. So basically that's it, I think. But the last three, talking about existing user, like uh, if you have a user in EC admin, you can use it in here. You can type the user here, but first you will reject it. You will get rejected. But if you log in as administrator first again, that user will be automatically added. And then in the editor, you can edit the password, and then you can also make that user to the system administrator of identity service. Then they can log in. Yeah. So thank you very much. Bye now.